Hey folks, right, I'm going to make 2 vases, vases, whatever you want to call them. I've put my pigments in cups, so I'll just go through what I have here. This is the sage green powder from Just For You Online UK. Then we have the floating silver pigment, and we have the turquoise pigment paste. I have some silver foil, and I have some silver glitter with silver shards on it as well. So that's going to be the first one. The second one, I have some copper gold foil. I have some glitter, which is Affirmation from Create and Bloom with some of the rose gold shards around here as well. Then we have the spiced gold floating pigment powder in here, the champagne pigment powder, and the cookies and cream paste. So they're the 2 that I'm going to do, so I'll just get them mixed up now. So how is everyone? I hope everyone's well. I've got my resin mixed up as well. Yeah, so I thought I would just get all my pigments ready, just with it being still so warm. It is raining, but it's still 24.9. And obviously the humidity is up, but it's at 50%, but I wanted to give this a try because I actually haven't tried the Apex resin on a higher humidity. So yeah, I thought, you know what, we'll give it a try today and we'll do a couple of vases and see how it goes. And then I can let you know if it's going to be okay at this temperature. I'm sure it is. I'm sure I read on the instructions that it was a bit higher, like you can work in a little bit higher humidity than the older resins. It's making me want to check now. Yeah, high humidity over 85%, low ambient temperatures, drafty, windy or air conditioned environments can affect the finish of your resin. So over 85% humidity it says. So that's brilliant. This is the sage green. It's just so beautiful. And then we want the turquoise. yeah, so that's brilliant. 80%. I've been sitting at no doing any resin at 50%, thinking that, but obviously, like I say, that's the old resin. It's my fault for no reading the instructions properly. So yeah, that's absolutely amazing, 85%. Right, now the silver floating. I love the floating powders. They always give such a beautiful effect. Always really, really nice. You can tell a floating powder, even in something like a vase, like you can see here, bits of the gold. So you can tell there's a floating pigment in there. So yeah, I really love it for that. And then we want the silver foils. And I want most of my liquid to be in the foil, because I don't want to, wait a minute, I can see there's a bit that's all clumped together, and you don't want that, because it'll just ruin your work. So that's that in the bin. Try and separate your foils as much as you can before you put your resin in, because if you don't, they will just clump together, and it's much harder to separate them when they're in a big clump and they're already wet. Might put a wee bit more in there, but we'll just leave that as that just now. We'll go on to the next set. So is everybody going to join Claire's Crafty Corner tomorrow with Christmas in July? I am. I'm not sure what I've got to do yet, but I'm sure I'll think of something. Now this is the, is it the spiced gold? Yeah, the spiced gold floating pigment powder. Yeah, I totally forgot about it. It wasn't until I seen Claire's video the other day there and she mentioned it, and I thought, oh, totally forgot about Christmas in July. But I'm still got to join it. I need to have a rake the night and see what I can do. See what I've got. Yeah, you don't want a lot of that. Now the cookies and cream paste. And yes, I'm reusing my cups. It's too much waste if you only use like your paper cups once. It's far too much waste, I think. Whereas if you use your resin that's in your cups and then you let them cure, there's no reason why you can't use them again. In fact, you can use them quite a few times, but you know what I mean. So there's absolutely no reason whatsoever that you can't use them. I'm just wondering. Yeah, I think that should be fine. In fact, I'm gonna put a tiny bit more in, because I'm going to put a little bit more. I'm going to put a little bit more resin in there as well. Just a bit. That'll do. And if I don't use it all, I can put it in something else. Never waste it. Now my champagne, pigment powder. I have said, haven't I? These are all from Just For You Online UK. Well, if I haven't, I have now. The only thing that's not is the glitters and the foils, because I've had foils here. The foils I've had for, God, a tub last year, forever. I've had them for, God, years, a couple of years anyway. So there's no point in me buying more when I've already got them. But yeah, Just For You do gold. I'm not sure if they do. Don't think they've got a silver or a copper. But yeah, I also have a code for Just For You Online UK, which is Resin Rebel. Yeah, so that's the champagne. Really pretty colour. Now I'm doubting if I've got enough. I do this all the time. Right, I'm going to put a wee bit more in, because like I say, I just doubted myself. I'm going to put a little bit more resin in as well, that's why. I was just thinking that's just not quite enough, just a little bit more. Should be enough. Always be careful when you're mixing your mica. It is actually better to put your pigments into your cup first, to be honest. Then the mica doesn't go everywhere when you're trying to mix it. And you've got to make sure that your mica's totally mixed in. What to do is, if you mix it and then put it aside for a couple of minutes, any unmixed mica should float to the top, so you should know whether yeah, definitely need a little bit more of the sage as well. Go. So when you do it like this, just be gentle when you put your mica in and try and get it under the resin first, because it will just fly everywhere. I've got itchy nose, hay fever. Yeah, so it'd be nice if you could join the Christmas in July. It's just a bit of fun, gets everybody watching everybody's videos, and like I say, it's just a bit of fun. Just for fun. Right, now my copper foil. Put a bit more clear in there. Let's see how that goes. Yes, I think that's Scotland back to rain, rain, and more rain. Anybody else got rain too after our little sun? I mean, it's great for the flowers, but it's not great looking outside and just seeing it miserable all the time. But yeah, I should be grateful that my flowers are getting, my vegetables are all getting a good watering. Put a wee bit more into the silver. Right, that should be enough. Right, now let me line them up the way I want. Right, I want to use the glitters first. Okay, bring my mould down here so you can see them. Glitter first. And then, pardon, I'll go with the champagne and the sage, then then the pastes, right, and then the floating powder, and then the, right. Right, we're going to do one at a time though, so do the silver one first. That's quite a thick paste actually, that one. Just gonna put a tiny wee bit more resin in there, just so it's a little bit, that's better. I don't want a lot of air pockets because it's thick. Right, so I'm going to put this in first so that it's got a rim of glitter around the top. Get a bit of a knock down, a bit of a squish. Make sure that there's no bubbles in there. Tiny wee bit in here. Yep, that's fine. Right. Now we're going to go with the mica. I've got to get a tiny wee +2 of this just to be on the safe side. There we go. Should be fine though. Right. Right. Now a tiny bit of the paste. Small bit of the floating pigment powder. Now I'm going to go in with it. Foils. Yep, use all of that. It's a perfect amount for that. Now repeat these ones. So in fact, put a wee bit of this, rest of this glitter in here. There we go. And mica. Paste. Silver floating pigment. Now what I want to do is give it a bit of a swirl. Well, a swirl, a mix, whatever you want to call it. Right. Just we're using what's left in these pots. Mica done. Turquoise pigment. Tiny wee bit of the floating silver left. A tiny bit clear. Just to top it up. There we go. That's that one. So we'll put that there just now. Clean it up after I've done this one. Bit of fluff there, we can't have that. Right, now, just the same as that one. Going with the glitter first. God, this is sticky on the way in. It's not what I wanted to happen. That's now right. Now the champagne mica. Starting to get warm, so I better move my butt. It's hard to see through this one. Right. Now the cookies and cream paste. Spiced gold. For the don't think this one's going to take as much as the other one. So I will I'm going to have to do this now. Right now, I'll have to put this in some quick. Right, I've got another vase here, and you can by now I have demoulded this because it's a nightmare to get out. Right, oh, there we go. Hey folks, right, before we go any further, this is the resin I used. It's the Apex High Gloss, and this is the products that I used. Took a couple of pictures of them. So here's here. I used the turquoise pigment, the turquoise paste, the sage green mica, silver flakes, and the silver floating powder. That's just turned out really beautiful. Really happy how this one's turned out. And the glitter that I used on top. I think that was just a silver glitter, just a standard one that I got from AliExpress a couple of years ago. See the clear and the silver foil in here too. Just try to show you some of the details. It's hard sometimes to get to come across on camera, but it is really pretty. And the silver floating powders give it a nice effect as well. Along with the silver foil. And I have the other one here. This one's nowhere near as hard to demold. And this one I used the cookies and cream paste, the glitter. I used the affirmation from Create and Bloom. I used that mixed with a copper that I got from You Online UK a couple of years ago. I used the cookies and cream paste. I used the champagne pigment from You Online UK, and I used the, here you'll see the spiced gold here and here, and this is the copper foil. It's turned out really pretty. Really chuffed with the two of them. And I made this wee turtle with the leftovers. Hey folks, voiceover Michelle again. Right, so I just wanted to say, I do think I said my code for just for you online UK is Resin Rebel. That will save you 15% at the checkout. Yeah, the resin I used is the high gloss from Just For You Online UK. You can pour up to 3 centimetres, but as you can see, I could pour these vases and it's always totally fine. I've never had an issue with it. I just used the leftovers to make this wee turtle, and it actually turned out pretty cool. The green slide and the frog. Quite funny. So yeah, if you got something for this video, you liked it, please hit that like, hit subscribe if you've not subscribed already, leave me a comment, and here's a wee bit on the resin.